Hello everyone, I'm Amit Kumar, SST teacher of Paramount Public School. Today I'm going to teach class 9th Economics chapter 1 part 2 the story of village Palampur. And from now I will teach you in Hindi also some of the word meanings and the difficult terms I will explain you in Hindi. So in the previous topic chapter we have discussed that how the village Palampur the land is distributed among the different people, different farmers, and where is that village? This is the fictitious village as I told you in the previous topic. Now today we will discuss about how land distributed between the farmers of Palampur and how they will get the laborers. Let's start. So how is land distributed between the farmers of Palampur? So total 450 families that we have discussed. 1/3 families are landless. Most of them are Dalits. The families that are landless are Dalits. Out of that, 240 families have less than 2 hectares of land. So out of that, 240 families have less than 2 hectares of land. With that, more than half the acre of the village, half the area of the village is covered by plots that are quite large in size. So it is clear that the large area of plots belongs to the families, those who have large or medium level families are there. So the large size are there. So 60 families of medium and large farmers cultivated more than 2 acres of land, and with that few of the large families, I told you that some of the large families are there as well as medium families are there. So with that, large farmers have land more than 10 hectares. So in that, large farmers have the land more than 10 hectares. For that, they have land, but how they manage to get the labor in Palampur? Who will provide the labor? If we talk about the small families, small farmers along with their families cultivate their own fields. The small families cultivate their own fields because they are not required any labor because they have the land less than 2 hectares. So it's very difficult for them to depend on labor. But medium and large farmers hire farm laborers. वो किराए पे लेते हैं laborers को. So these are from landless families. The families, those who don't have any land, or families have small plots. Families have small plots, and basically the families with the small land or families have no land, they worked as farm laborers. So the medium and large farmers require land labor. They get it from these two families. So wages can be in cash. Wages, whatever the amount these large and middle families paid to these laborers, so wages can be in cash or sometimes in a kind of a crop, and sometimes laborers get meal also. Sometimes these families, these laborers get meal also in the fields when they are working as a laborer in the fields. So laborers employed on a daily basis. This is very important regard to that chapter, regard to Palampur, that laborers employed on a daily basis. They are not permanent. Whenever any farmer, any big farmer, any large farmer, any medium farmer required laborer, then they appointed that laborer. They not appointed the laborer on a regular basis. Whenever they need, they appoint any of that. After that, when we talk about land, after that labor that we have discussed in the previous chapter, previous topic, that we required 3 things for development, that land, labor and capital. So after that, the capital needed for farming. How this money, from where this money will come for farming, especially for small farmers. So you know that modern farming methods require a great deal of capital. So it require a great deal of capital. Most small farmers have to borrow money to arrange for the capital. Most small farmers have to borrow money, उनको पैसा उधार लेना पड़ता है. How they arrange, how they borrow the money, from where they borrow the money? They borrow from large farmers. Sometimes they borrow it from large farmers or from village money lender. Village money lender is shahukar, who give money, who give capital on the interest to these small farmers. Or sometimes they get it from traders. Traders, vyapari, those who are doing trade in that village. But that is the most important line, that the rate of interest on such loans is very high. So sometimes it is not possible for these small farmers to pay these interests also. What about the money they have taken it? It's really very difficult. So in comparison to the small farmers, if we talk about small farmers, but the medium and large farmers have their own savings from farming. So they are not get any money from any person, any money lender, because they have large area of land. So they have their own savings. When they have surplus of any of crop, they sell it in the market. But these small farmers have very less to fulfill the need of their family. So these are the 3 points. But if we talk about now the surplus, what will they do with that surplus crop? Sale of surplus from products, farm products. What about the sale of surplus farm products? Surplus that they have to fulfill the needs of the family. After that, whatever they have left, जो भी फालतू उनके पास बच जाता है, what they do it with that? So farmers retain a part of the crop for family's consumption. Whatever they have, first they take it for family's consumption, whatever they need it at their own home, own houses, and after that sell the surplus crop in the market. But small farmers have small surplus, but the problem is that small farmers have small surplus, so they keep it for family needs. They don't have so much to sell it in the market and save some money for next crop. So only medium and large farmers sell their surplus crop in the market and traders buy it. So traders are there in the market, they buy it, and after that traders sell it to the shopkeepers in the towns or in the cities. So whatever they have, they sell it in the towns and cities. So only for large and medium farmers this is possible, but not for the small farmers it is possible. So up to today we will finish it about land, labor, capital and surplus, whatever the Palampur farmers have. So in the next topic we will discuss about non-farm activities in Palampur. This is what we have discussed about farm activities. In the next topic we will discuss about non-farm activities. Thank you.